everybody is still talking about the deal that went down. A blockbuster. Yasiel Puig leaving the Dodgers, sent to the Cincinnati Reds.
Dímelo, papi.
I got all swept up in Puig mania.
So he wants to show up in the Queen City with a clean bill of health, at least for those choppers.
And ain't nothing wrong getting the pearly whites, fresh and clean.
Dude, this is a stupid show I've never seen in my life.
Yasiel Puig! You guys, he's watching. You've said of all the major leaguers, if you could hang out for one night, it would be Yasiel Puig. Have you not?
One night.
With my phone in my hand.
One night with Puig. I just want to be in the inner circle for one night. It's probably all I could take, but I just want to see how that guy ticks for one night.
Get ready, Cincinnati. He's coming. It's been a busy offseason for our newest Red slugger, Yasiel Puig. Earlier Wednesday, he visited the P&G Cincinnati Youth Academy, where Puig met with youth baseball and softball campers. The Reds Youth Academy is a training academy offering an array of clinics for baseball, softball, and coaches. I'm guessing that video was not shot today, where it is icy cold temperatures. But Yasiel joins us now via FaceTime. And Yasiel, congratulations on the trade to Cincinnati. What were your thoughts when you first heard about the deal?
You know what? That's cool because I want to start a new thing, a new city. But I've been in Los Angeles for 6 years. I love the city. I love the farm. And when I need to come to Cincinnati, I say, well, nice. It's going to be something different. Because I come into this country to play baseball. That's not hurt me a lot.
Yasiel, it's John Hart. You look good in red. I've got to say that.
Thank you, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Listen, last year you ended up in a little bit of a platoon situation. Obviously, the Reds are going to give you an opportunity to play every day. What do you expect of yourself this year?
No, I go and prepare the most I can. Now and that's spring training in Arizona. I'm going early over there to working out with Turner Wall and the new coaches and the Red. I go and do the best I can, prepare the more I can to help Cincinnati Red to get to the playoff. It's tough because we have Milwaukee, we have St. Louis, we have Chicago, but with the team that we have right now, we can go to the playoff. We can do something good this year.
Yasiel, sometimes going to a new team, you got to have introductions to some of the new members, but you already mentioned his name. Turner Ward was your hitting coach out in L.A. He's now in Cincinnati. How much do you think that's going to help you, at least having one friendly face in that clubhouse from day one?
No, that's one of the other things that made me so happy to get to Cincinnati. I bring my hitting coach here for the last 2 years. I go and be with him here. He's helped me a lot in my last 2 years in the Los Angeles Dodgers, and now he's going to be here with me. That's made myself more happy, more comfortable, to do the best I can for Cincinnati Red in 2019.
Yasiel, what did the kids behind you say when you walked into the facility?
The kids surprised to see me here, but I love these kids because when I come in here, say hi, but he go and practice with his coaches. I love it, and that's the reason I want to be here to talk to the kids, enjoy the kids for a couple hours, and let go eat, and I keep going and see a little bit of the city because I'm going to be here for the next 6 months and maybe more. You never know, because we're going to play great this year, and I hope so we stay here for longer.
All right, we'll let you get reacquainted there with the fan base in Cincinnati. Enjoy the Skyline Chili as well. Yasiel Puig joining us on MLB Tonight.
It's almost everybody text talking about what kind of things that we can do better in spring training, or what kind of good things that we can bring in the season to play better and do a better family and better clubhouse to make the team to win and and bring the team to the playoff again. I've been playing in a small city or in a small country all my life for 20 or 23 years. Now I only have 6 years in the United States, and all my years I play for the Los Angeles Dodgers. When I come to this country, I never expect I'm going to be a Dodger for too many years or play in a bigger city like Los Angeles. I only come here to play baseball, and this is another opportunity, another team, and I'm happy to be a Red right now. One of the other times that I'm so happy being in a different team and a Red now is the more made me happiest being with Turner Ward again. We're talking every day. We're talking about the keys that we're going to give and hold this year. A lot of keys for Turner, a lot of love for him, and I'm so happy to see him in spring training now. We like a family. I talk to him a lot. He's helped me a lot to do a better person, do a better baseball player, and his family, we talk every time. His wife loves me, and all his sons, the daughter, and all his family, we talk and have a good days when we together in Los Angeles or when we fly for different cities. We going shopping together, we eat together, and this good relationship with Turner made me a good friend of my family, and that's the reason I happen to be here. That's another big thing to me, be here with Turner Wall. It's going to help me a lot for this year to do the best I can and to help this team to win.
What do you know about JT Realmuto moving forward?
Guys, it just seems like there's light at the end of the tunnel, which for, the story has kind of dominated the news cycle, certainly from the Marlins standpoint, the whole offseason. And, the amazing thing, the fascinating thing on this for me is the emergence of the Reds and the Padres, teams looking to play catch up with their division rivals. And they appear to be the most aggressive at this point, with the Dodgers, Braves, and maybe a few others kind of on the peripheral. But, like you say, the Marlins hold the peace. They have 2 more years of control. They could take them into spring training if they chose to, but that's not my sense. I sense that there's momentum. And, it just seems the Reds right now might be the one. Now, the Padres, they were wanting a window to try to do some sort of extension. The Marlins are not granting that to them nor anyone. And so it'll be fascinating. Some names, people, we all love the names. From the Reds, if a Jonathan India or a Taylor Trammell or both of those guys are part of something, I think you got something going there. And San Diego, a lot of talk about Francisco Mejia, their highly regarded young catcher. I'm not so sure the Marlins are convinced he's a catcher. Defensively, offensively, the bat really plays, but they're going to have to see, if they feel he lines up to handle this young pitching staff. And as Ron will know, if you're going to have as many young starters as the Marlins have young pitchers, you're going to need somebody that can deal with them and be a very good defensive catcher. That's also part of the equation here. A little bit different than a year ago with the 3 outfielders. Catcher, they have to play a little more defense and deal with a pitching staff.
Joe, if they don't get a catcher back in the trade, do they have someone in the minor leagues who's ready to go?
No, no, quite frankly, no. I mean, you got Chad Wallach would be the only catcher on the 40-man, and Chad's got very limited big league experience. They have Will Banfield, a very highly regarded defensive catcher who they got out of high school last year with their compensatory round B pick. But he's 19 years old and hasn't had a full year in the big leagues yet, or excuse me, in pro ball yet. So, you're dealing with, they'd have to go get one. So that's why, some of these teams that are being mentioned do have a catcher already on their roster, a Tucker Barnhart, that type of thing in Cincinnati. So, a lot going on, but I kind of sense, guys, we're going to have some closure. I'm not going to put a timetable because if we did that, this trade would have been done a long time ago. But, I just kind of sense that the Marlins know what everyone's offering and they know where they are. And I think they could pull the trigger pretty quickly once they could get that last piece.